Today's release will devote to the extreme entertainment in our city.
Are you ready? Yes? So we're ready to start?
I'm like sure that this game will be super extremely and super interesting.
Extreme is an honest conversation with yourself, an opportunity to look into the depths of yourself, to overcome internal limitations, the courage to do what you have never done before, the chance to become different. The philosophy of extreme sports is to go beyond the usual limitations, to expand human capabilities, to do what was not available before.
Well, friends, I'm again with you in our favorite program, Open Shymkent, and today's release will devote to the extreme entertainment in our city. And the first will be karting. We especially came to the place where such races are held. So let's go.
Karting is a very popular entertainment among the youth. Riding on mini-cars or carts on a specially equipped track, it's difficult to find a more exciting leisure. Exciting and emotional race makes swerving turns, obstacles and of course the desire to win the race. This type of recreation is suitable for energetic and active by nature people who cannot imagine their lives without speed and courage.
Before the start, will be offered the special sports equipment that you need to wear, and without the helmet you absolutely cannot go to the race. And if there is an extra accessory that can prevent you from the comfortable race, you should remove them. And like, you should wear this thing. I don't know how it's called, but and then helmet. Oh, I'm ready.
Kulak, давай kulak.
Оң аяғыңды сол аяғың соны.
Окей.
Екеуін бірге басуға болмайды.
Хорошо, рахмет.
Екеуін бірге басқан жағдайда қауіпті кетуі мүмкін.
Окей.
Okay guys, now we are ready to start and I took my buddy, our partner, to help me in this race. Are you ready? Yes? So we're ready to start?
It's believed that the first karts appeared in American military pilots during the Second World War. Once the pilots adapted to the trolley for luggage motorcycle motor and between flights from nothing to do began to drive on the airfield, then began to telling contests. In 1956, the mechanic from Curtis Craft Art Ingles built the first car similar to the modern. For some 15 years, karting conquered the whole world. When Michael Schumacher himself was asked how karting differs from Formula 1, the multiple champion didn't hesitate to answer, almost nothing, except that only in Formula 1 the dynamics of acceleration and speed are higher. Karting is a sport that gives a lot of adrenaline in gratitude, incomparable emotions, almost physical feeling of proximity of asphalt, speed, test, aspiration to be the first. This sport has become a trend, from corporate rides on the kartodrome in honor of the anniversary of the company and ending with serious training with professional racers.
Молодец, не боится.
Yes, guys, it was really worth it. It was really extremely, and I really like it. Did you like it?
Cool.
I have the best partner in the world, you know. Yeah.
Paintball is an extreme game that has many fans. After all, such as an active holiday guarantees fun and cohesion of the team spirit. Bright colors, fresh air and interesting scenarios, that's what will make the weekend unforgettable.
Okay, guys, we're continuing our release with the extremal attractions in our city, Shymkent, and the next will be paintball. And I'm like sure that this game will be super extremely and super interesting. And we came here with our whole team of our TV, and we're gonna divide into two groups and see who's gonna win. Are you ready? Yes. Yes. Okay.
To play paintball, you need to put on special protective equipment. It's used both to protect against the power of the shot balls and to protect against paint. The most important piece of the equipment is a paintball mask, which is worn on the head and protects the face and neck of the player. According to the rules, the player is strictly forbidden to remove the mask on the field, as it's fraught with serious injuries from a stray shot. Shots at enemy players are made with paintball balls, gelatin shell with water-soluble paint inside. With a successful shot and hit, the enemy shell ball splits and the player remains traces of paint. Depending on the type of game and the agreements between the players, according to the rules, if there is paint on clothes or head of the player, such a player is recognized as defeated and leaves the playing field. In sports paintball, a player is considered to be affected if there is a trace of paint after hitting any part of the body or a paintball marker. In other types of paintball, players can play by the rules according to which the player is hit in the event of a hit of paint in the body or head of the player.
Çok, toxta, bol, toxta.
Many of us probably thought at least once in our lives about how good it is for birds that they can fly. Paragliding gives us a unique opportunity to realize children's dreams and feel real freedom. In addition, the bird's eye view offers stunning views of the beauty of nature, which cannot be appreciated while on the ground. With one glance, you can embrace the miles given. A paraglider is an ultralight glider similar in design to a gliding parachute. The paraglider is as easy to pilot and maintain as possible. It's available to almost every healthy person. The full weight of the paraglider is from 6 to 20 kilograms. When assembled, it fits in an average backpack, and preparation for the flight takes only 5 minutes. It's possible to take off on it from any hill and to sit down on very limited platforms. Paragliding gives an indescribable feeling of free flight, without obstacles in the form of a cabin, portholes or glass lantern. Using updrafts, the paraglider can fly for hours under the clouds, covering tens and hundreds of kilometers without a single drop of fuel. And in combination with the paramotor, the paraglider becomes a small plane that fits in the trunk and can take off from any glade. Paragliding is the most simple and democratic, but still real aviation. In addition, paragliding is an opportunity to see new countries, places, meet new people, break out of the plane of grey everyday life and break into the world of new bright impressions, the world of free flight. Skydiving is the activity most commonly found on lists of what to do before you die. Many people do not even suspect that this sport has great health benefits. Jumping gives more than just an adrenaline. Rush parachuting helps you to relieve stress, forget about worries and just enjoy your life. The jump involves a free fall from a height of 4,000 meters at a speed of 180 kilometers an hour for 1 minute. Followed by the deployment of a parachute and calm planning under the dome to the ground for 5 minutes. Most of the health benefits that are associated with skydiving are psychological and emotional in nature. What's the fear of heights? It's said that a person is not afraid of accidentally falling down, but of consciously taking a step into the void. When you look into the abyss also looks into you, wrote the great philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. And we spend the whole day in the company of people who deliberately jump into the abyss and even get pleasure from it. Rope jumping is an extreme sport consisting in jumping from a high-rise object and the subsequent free fall. Base jumpers, parachutists jumping from rocks and skyscrapers can be prevented by the weather. Bungee jumpers can use not every object, and there are no barriers for rope jumpers. They jump from buildings, serving towers, rocks, bridges. Simply for each object, the technician of team develops a system of suspensions, calculates height and length of base, a place of its fastening, and approximate trajectory flight of jumper, say distance to the earth at the end of free fall.
Классно у тебя профессия, да? Раз, два, три!
Do you want new sensations and emotions? No problem. After all, in today's release we showed you the places where you must go and be sure to try yourself in a particular sport. Whether it's kart racing, paintball or even skydiving, anything. After all, extreme sport is what gives an incredible charge of strength and emotions. So go ahead, and with you was the program Open Shymkent.